Hello, love. Being ran a little ragged. I appreciate your patience. Thank you for being patient. Everything in divine timing, but we finna get into this shit right now, okay? These some heavy ass questions, sis. We're gonna get to it, baby. Let's see what the Most High got to say for you, okay? There's a certain energy that I am picking up on, just intuitively. I think you definitely need to do some work on the solar plexus chakra, according to some of these questions that you have. Boundaries is going to be very, very important for you for the rest of the year. Boundaries is going to be fucking paramount for you for the rest of the year. Setting healthy boundaries with people, and then also setting healthy boundaries with yourself too. Not just people, setting healthy boundaries with yourself. Okay? So we do want to thank the angels, the ancestors, and the ascended masters for the messages that we are about to receive right now. May they all be true and in the best interest of the person who is requesting them. With that being said, Most High, my sis wants to know, why does she keep allowing her ex back into her life? God says be strong, sis. Lack of strength. God says to be strong. There's a lack of strength there with setting boundaries. Why is she allowing her ex back into her life? Because you're giving more than you're receiving. Because you're giving your wings away. There's an imbalance there. You're in the know. You're knowing that this is something that isn't serving your best good. You know this isn't something that you really want to fucking do, but you're still doing it. And every time he comes, he takes more than what he gives. The Holy Mother, the Great Mother, says you need to stand up to this motherfucker. Okay? The Most High says be strong and not let people just walk the fuck all over you. Stand up for yourself. Be strong. Stand up for yourself. The question you need to ask yourself that ties into the second question. You're allowing this to happen, love. You're allowing this. Why is she constantly taking her back? Your ex feels emasculated by you. So say your angels and your ancestors. He feels emasculated by you. And that's why he wants to keep taking from you. They're being very clear about this. They're cutting straight to the chase. I can't do nothing but read the cards in the way that they come out and interpret them in the best way that I possibly can. And this is what they are saying. He feels emasculated by you. He wants to take from you. He wants to drain you. He wants to mistreat you. This is what he's getting off on. This is what he's getting off on. They want you to be strong and stop allowing this to happen to yourself. I want you to stand up for yourself, your ancestors too. Baby, look, let me tell you something. When the first 10 cards is the Most High with the Holy Mother and the ancestors all together, this is a problem for them. You have the full support of the Most High, as well as the Great Mother and your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the angelic realm. You have to conjure your own strength up and stop allowing yourself to be mistreated here. Okay? Unhappiness. There's some unhappiness, something going on with the career as well. I think that's one of the questions, though. Tell me more about the ex-husband. Yeah. They want you to dead this shit, sis. It's time for you to set the boundaries and say, fuck no, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. the fuck? You got me fucked up. They want you to breathe. Breathe your divinity into yourself. Raise your vibration so you can get these blessings that's coming for you, because they are coming, but you have to put the work in. And you're not going to achieve that. You're not going to achieve that with this lower vibrational energy around you, love. They want you to conjure that shit. Boss up, baby. You can do it. Put your back into it. Or they gonna kick your ass for you. Are you feeling like this love is unrequited? Are you feel like if there's mistakes that you made and you just want the shit to work? I can't stand this unrequited love card, because this card to me is worse than this, because this means that your roots are being rotted. You're being put in a place where you can't grow. This is no bueno. That's why I came out with the Fool card. You really need to stop it, sis. You do. You really need to stop it, sis. You do. You really need to boss up and let this nigga go, and let him go for good. You're not paying me to be nice to you. You're paying me to tell you the truth. Corruption and pain and loss with the happy family image that you thought you were going to have in this relationship. It's not going to happen. Pain and loss. This is going to lead to your demise. It doesn't matter how much energy you put into this shit. It's not for you. You can't make something for you that God doesn't have for you. It's time to move on. And there will be karma to pay for this as well. And this is something that I need you to understand. So let's say, for example, you don't take heed to this and you keep fucking with him. Okay? All right? It's your life. Can't nobody really tell you what to do. Keep fucking with him. You fuck with him for another year. That's another year you're going to be with a karmic. And another year that you're going to have to deal with the karma dished out by the Most High for not being in alignment. There'll be consequences to this. There'll be consequences that you'll have to pay. Make a sacrifice. Sacrifice whatever thoughts of this happy home that you thought that you were going to have with this individual, and find the strength inside of yourself to separate yourself from the situation, because the Fool card can also represent change, and let it be healthy change. You're not going to receive these blessings while you're with him. You're not. And he's not going to receive any blessings either. This is going to just be a constant swirl of karmic shit. You're not going to be able to tap in. You're not going to be able to elevate while you're in a karmic relationship or a karmic marriage. You're not going to be able to. Is the dick good? Let me put it to you this way. The fucking you getting don't be worth the fucking you getting. The wheel of fortune. The shit's spinning because you're still in this with him. Gonna pull all the cards in and do another spread. Let's see what they reiterate on. Pain and loss. With strength at the bottom. Angels, elaborate on the ex-husband. This card speaks about long-term and everlasting blessings, okay? You're not going to get that while you're in this karmic relationship. He's blocking this shit. He's blocking it. And you're letting him. And quite frankly, sis, you're asking me a question that you should be asking yourself. Why are you allowing yourself to be mistreated by somebody who doesn't serve your highest good? And you know he don't, G. You know he don't. You know he don't. You know? You know that. You know it. You know he doesn't serve your highest good. So why are you allowing this to continue? Oh, I get it. So at one time you considered him a divine king. You're confused. You're wanting to know, like, where is this, you know, man that he portrayed himself to be? Because this card represents the divine king. Where is the man he portrayed himself to be? You're still looking for this nigga that he portrayed himself to be. So you're confused because there's a lack of balance. Another hit on the divine king, please. This shit's holding you down and it's imbalanced. Need I say more, love? This is something that you really need to be asking yourself. Why you keep going back with him. It's time to turn away and turn over and start a new chapter in your life. And live your life for yourself and live the life that you want to live for yourself. And all that baby, oh baby, we had this, and you know, give me another chance and all that shit. He be talking, you know, it's some bullshit. So the question that you need to ask yourself is what is it inside of you that so desperately needs to be with this man? Is it because you don't want to see your marriage as a failure? Is it because you want to be validated by him? Introspection. Again, this is a question that you need to be asking yourself. You need to be asking yourself why, you need to be asking yourself why you are choosing to be in a situation with a man that is going to hold you back. A man that misrepresented himself. A man that has you imbalanced and shook the fuck up and unsure of yourself. Because if you were sure of yourself and knew what you deserved, then you wouldn't be constantly going back and forth with this shit. You already know what you need to do. You just want to get cussed out. Okay, sis. And he's still lying about a whole bunch of shit. And he's not being truthful. And he's still misrepresenting himself and giving you the same scripts and shit. And going on in this constant circle. You need to cleanse yourself. You need to steam. You need to Yanni steam. Hello? You need to Yanni steam. And steam the energy of this man up off of you. You might need to fast as well. Angels, she wants to know why she's surrounded by trauma. Because it's time to change. That's why. Because it's time to change. It's time to make some changes in yourself. Okay? There's pain and loss with the holy matrimony. It's over with. I bet shit's dead, G. Here's the wheel of fortune over here on your end, but with hard work. You have to put the work in. This reality that you want to live in, this future that you want to have, you're going to have to work for that shit. Your wheel is still turning because of the vibration that you're in. But the wheel can turn in your favor real motherfucking quick. You have to be the one to put the work in, though. Can nobody do that shit for you? So I say the ancestors. She wants to know about the trauma, angels. She wants to know about the trauma. Oh, well, the Ascended Masters are saying that you're discrediting your blessings. You're discrediting what they've already blessed you with. You're not grateful for the things that you have. You're running from your higher self. You're running from your shadow self. You're running from your inner work. And you'll continue to be alone until the feeling of loneliness is filled, until the void is filled with self-love. They said what they said. Okay. They're saying that you're seeing your glass as half empty instead of half full. You're not grateful for what they've blessed you with. They're putting you in positions where you can get blessings, but you're choosing otherwise. These are choices that you're making. We all have free will, meaning that we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. It's God's gift to us. Okay. So if you want to be in the energy of pain and loss and reliving shit, then that's what you're going to be in. But if you want to, at the Aphrodite card, but if you want to step into the energy of the divine goddess, then that is your choice as well. So the question becomes, what choice are you going to make? I'm going to have to answer your question with a question. What choices are you making? Because according to the Ascended Masters, you are blessed indeed. The trauma. Not to say that they are not acknowledging that you have been through trauma, that you have been through shit. You have been through shit, okay? You have been through shit. The people that you're surrounding yourself with brings this energy. But Most High, and the Holy Spirit, and the ancestors present this energy to you, and the energy of blessings to you, and the energy of feeling those voids that you're looking for from the outside world with self-love and love that come from the angels. And let me tell you something, the love that them angels got up there in that angelic realm, that shit ain't like nothing we got down here. It's like nothing I've ever experienced before. And that's what your higher self is yearning for. A connection with the divine. Because what you're looking for ain't even out here in these streets. You have to find it inside of yourself and be on a frequency where people that have it and can offer it to you and you can bring it out of them will be ushered into your life. But first you got to get rid of the rest of these motherfuckers. But you have to put the work in. This is your decision. You can only be guided. You can be guided, but you can't be forced. You can't be forced to take on the blessings. You can't be forced to put the work in. That's up to you, whether or not you're going to do that. That's ultimately up to you, whether or not you're going to do that. So you have to make some decisions about what the fuck you want to do with your life. Yeah. This is on you. You know he ain't shit. You know that. Trauma. Again, the Ascended Masters. The trauma is coming from the masculine energy, which is some deep-rooted shit. And I think you got some childhood shit that you need to work with as well. Because there's an underlying reason why you're accepting this behavior. And that's why when you're alone, you feel so unhappy. Because you don't want to deal with the healing process. And you're judging yourself. And you're corrupting your psyche. The angels want you to be strong. The angels want you to be tenacious. The angels want you to tap into the light worker energy. The ancestors want you to tap into the light worker energy. Dig deep into yourself. Get out of these mental chains. Accept the blessings that you already have. Conjure and manifest a better life for yourself. You need to face both the shadow self and the higher self. You need to face them both. You need to work with them both. I would say work with the shadow self first. You are so unhappy and alone. It's because the shadow self is pissed the fuck. She's tight. She's pressed. And you need to go to her and figure out what it is that she's tight and pressed about. Oh, she tight and pressed about this relationship. Girl, fuck him. Millions are like buses. Miss one, next 15, one coming. You can find another divine king that'll support your dreams and won't cause you so much inner conflict. And it'll make you feel like a queen and has more money and more dick than the dude you're dealing with right now. What's going to be the outcome for all of this? Right now, this is where you are. With the lack of balance, stagnation, although you got the whole team watching over you, you're still in this energy. You're still in this energy of pain and loss due to the holy matrimony. Okay? You're still not completely healed from the situation. So you fucked up. You're hurt. You're tight. It's got you all wound up. Sometimes we become addicted to pain. Now, the outcome of this is you want to start beating on them drums. You're going to stand in the mirror. You're going to do your shadow work. You're going to tap into your higher self. You're going to create boundaries. You're going to stop letting people push you the fuck over. You're going to go into hermit mode. And then you're going to raise your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, the Divine Empress is going to come out. When the Divine Empress comes out, you'll be balanced. And while you're working tirelessly over here with working with your shadow self and creating boundaries with people and self-love and not requiring external validation to be happy, and you're happy in yourself, with yourself, whether you're alone or not, and creating boundaries with people, steaming your vagina and becoming one with the universe, the angels are going to come down and bless you. That's going to be the outcome for this. This is my take heed card. They want you to take heed to this. Girl, they're not playing with you. They're going in on your ass. I'm just the messenger. I ain't doing shit. Okay? I give all power to the Most High. Give all credit to the Most High. But they going in on your ass. Because they're tired of watching you waste away. Especially your ancestors. They're like, bruh. Every time he comes, like, every time you guys get back together, like, they just be hissing at his ass. They don't like him. The only person that likes him, and it's not just him, there are other people around you that are taking advantage of you as well. But the only reason that they like him, well, your shadow self. The only reason that your shadow self likes him is because he makes her feel vindicated. And so the shadow self will tell you that you don't deserve better. And so when you get back with him, she'll be like, see, bitch, I told you. The shadow self may be a reason why you're going back to him too. There's a lack of balance in between the light energy and the dark energy, the negative fleeting thoughts and the high vibrational positive changing thoughts. Strength. You have to be strong. Don't be your own worst enemy out here. Draw some lines in the sand. Hold motherfuckers accountable. Because I'm going to tell you something. If they get to intervene in the way these portals been working, justice is going to be exacted either way. And you don't want to have to feel the wrath of karma. Another tidbit here. The world card and turning away from the world. You have to be alone. And you're going to be alone until you fucking love it. That's the part that they don't tell you about this shit. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. They'll cut friends off, they'll cut family off, they'll cut relationships off, they'll cut every motherfucking thing off. And put you into hermit mode until you fucking love it. Until the only energy that you are surrounded by is the divine light and the celestial energy. You know? Don't be stubborn, Bree. You only hurting yourself with that. Because the ancestors and the Great Mother and the Most High don't give no fuck about, the ancestors and the Most High don't give a fuck about a temper tantrum. You're going to get an alignment. Or you're going to get an alignment. And if you don't, you're going to get a spiritual ass whooping. And let me tell you something. Girl, maybe you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want your ancestors to abandon you. You don't want your spirit guides to abandon you. You don't want the angels to abandon you. You don't want to stop witnessing synchronicities. You don't want to go through life without that protection. The walls are closed for fucking, okay? And that's just going to be a hell of a lot harder than a feeling of loneliness, which it really isn't true. At the point that you feel alone, that's when you're supposed to be opening your heart up to the divine and letting that space be filled with the love of God. More messages, please. Maybe they is going in on you, though. When is the shit gonna stop? When is this shit gonna stop? The ancestors want to know, when is this shit gonna stop? You have to break this cycle. You have to break this cycle for yourself and for every other woman in your bloodline that is coming in after you. More messages, please. You need to be strong. They don't like him at all. They say this shit's corrupt. And it's corrupting you. And it's poisoning you. Now, how many times I done put all of these cards in and reshuffled, but holy matrimony and corruption keep coming back out. There is no future there. It's not. Your ancestors want you to talk to them. Your ancestors want an offering. Your ascended masters are telling you to take heed to these messages that you are receiving. Because if you don't, they're going to slap the dog shit out of you, sis. And if that happens, there's nothing nobody's going to be able to do for you. You're going to be in a cycle of karma. The wheel of fortune is still spinning for you. You still have time to get this together. You still have time to gather yourself. You still have time to make better choices. Because if you do, you have a wonderful future ahead of you and a divine king, a real one. But you have to be on a vibration to receive him. Oh, balance. Once you get that balance, baby, there's somebody else coming with more dick and more money. And he's spiritual. Yeah. So let your old matted hair ass, stinking drew on dial go. Let that old toy go. And let God give you something new. Let God give you something, ooh, coming down from the sky. Something for you. And y'all gonna grow spiritually together. The Lover's card. Y'all are gonna grow spiritually together. But as you're on your spiritual journey and as you're putting your work in, that's where you're gonna find him. You're gonna find him in the road. As you're looking and learning more about yourself and learning more about your spirituality and raising your vibration, he's going to be in the process of doing the same thing. And that's how your paths are going to cross. But it has to be on a certain frequency. And you can't get into the frequency until you are balanced. Tell me something else about this divine king, though. Like, what we got to do? Oh, that'll be the happy family. That'll be the happy family that you're looking for. That'll be your happy ending. Oh, and he gonna be mad too. We guys are gonna be mad than a motherfucker. But that'll be your justice. He's gonna live a life of regret for the things that he's done to you and how he's made you feel and the energy that he's taken from you. Celestial energy that wasn't his to take. He's going to continue to be in his karmic cycle once you step out of yours. So says the Great Mother. Cleanse. Do a 3-day fast. Take a cleansing bath. Feed your altars. Tap in with nature. Meditate on your solar plexus chakra because there's a lack of confidence there. And your shadow self really do feel like you can't do no better than him. Yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah, bitch, I heard you. I heard her. She can't do no better than him. Sure she can, bitch. She can do better than pain and loss. No, she can't do no better than him. The Ascended Masters with the Fool card. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. I really hope you take this shit seriously. Because that void that you feel is lack of proper self-love, proper boundaries. You are not supposed to feel only alone. Girl, let me get even 20 minutes by myself. I'm really by myself. I'm finna pick my nose. I'm finna pick the booger. Finna practice twerking. Finna read the book. Just finna sit here in my own motherfucking thoughts. Let me get 20 minutes by myself. I feel like it's like a birthday or some shit. If you're in the frequency of not being blessed, then you won't be blessed. Any other messages? The ancestors, they are really putting a lot of emphasis on this balance. You really got to take a look at the relationships around you. And they also have spiritual gifts that they want to bless you with. And some type of financial gain as well. They have spiritual gifts that they want to bless you with. I seen the ancestor card picking up. Yeah, I seen y'all. They need you to turn away from this shit and weave a better future for yourself. That woe is me mentality is not proactive to your ascension. I'm here with any follow-up questions. Thank you so much for booking with me. Good luck.